Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. My name's Simon. I am the movie guy, and today I am coming at you with a movie review, and this is going to be for the highly anticipated, much speculated over horror movie starring Nick Cage, directed by Oscar Perkins, and it is, of course, Longlegs. Now, this will contain spoilers, but I will let you know when I'm going to delve into spoilers, just in case you haven't seen it yet. So, before I get into the review, let me tell you about my experience watching Longlegs. So, I saw this movie on Friday. So, I've had a couple of days to kind of think things over and, kind of get my thoughts into the right order so I can kind of give you my most comprehensive review I can. So, this movie has been talked about so much. This movie has got a lot of word of mouth. I believe that this is being hailed as one of the most scariest movies ever put to screen. It's been called a modern day Silence of the Lambs. If you go into this movie, it's going to change your life and all other stuff like that. So, what I would say is keep your expectations in check. That's all I'm going to say. So, I was sitting there, I was watching this film, and I genuinely got scared. And that's due to two things. One, Nick Cage's performance, which, if you know Nick Cage at all, he's known for being absolutely eccentric and flamboyant in his movie roles. This is a Nick Cage that you haven't seen before. He is scary. He is unsettling. He is pure nightmare fuel in this movie. And you can tell he is having the time of his life with this role. The second thing, and this is the thing that really creeps into your head and sticks there, is the sound design in this movie. That's what really fucks with your head. Because those two combined makes this one of the most intense, unnerving, unsettling experiences I've ever had in a theater. Now, that's not to say that it's a scary movie. It is a scary movie, but it's the emotions you feel while watching the film is what makes it scary. So I was sitting there and I was gripping the sides of my seat. I was watching it. I could feel my heart rate increase. I was sweating. It was an incredibly intense experience. And then after the movie was over, that's not where the experience ends, because this movie will stick with you after you've seen it. Like I said, Nick Cage's performance in this movie is terrifying. So that was my experience watching Longlegs. I mean, what people find scary is very subjective. What I find scary may not be scary to anybody else. But for me, this movie really grabs you by the balls. It really does. From the very second this movie opens to the very end credits, and it doesn't let up. You know, in movies, when you get jump scares, you know they're coming, and you're waiting for that release so you can relax again. This movie doesn't do that. This movie takes you to that point of a jump scare and leaves you there for a long time so you don't get that release. You know something is going to happen, but you just don't know when. And that is the the biggest praise I can give this movie. I enjoyed this movie. This is one of my favorite movies this year I've seen so far, hands down. It really is. Due to the acting, like I said, the sound design, the directing, the way it's shot. The way it's shot is beautiful. It really, really is. Now, this movie is not going to be for everyone. It's not. It's just not. Um, some of the subject material in this movie may put people off. I'm trying to kind of dodge spoilers around here, so if this is a bit all over the place, please, you know, bear with me. So, what is Longlegs actually about? I'm not going to tell you what Longlegs is actually about until the very end, but I will give you a brief plot synopsis. So, basically, it's about a female FBI agent hunting down a serial killer. That's it. That's it. That's all I knew going in. And I believe to experience this movie in the best possible way, you need to go into this film knowing as little as possible, which is what I did. I watched one trailer, I believe, and then I just, turned my back away from all the other like marketing promotional material, all the other teasers. I just didn't want to know anything going into this, and that is the best way to experience this movie. Is it as scary as people are saying? Is it, the scariest movie of the decade? Like I said, what I find scary might be completely different to what anybody else found scary. But yes, for me, this movie really gets under your skin. It really, really does. Bravo. I mean, bravo to the promotional material that was released for this movie and keeping Nick Cage out of that material, because when you first experience Nick Cage in this movie, it really throws you and you don't know what to think, and it is some of the most unnerving. Yeah, I would say that it's some of the most unnerving experience I've had with a character. This movie does actually swing for fences. It's a slow burn. Not many, well, some people might not like that, but for me, I like slow burn movies, and it pays off at the end. But for the first two acts of this movie, it tells a very tight and cohesive story. For me, the third act of this movie kind of where it all kind of fell apart a little bit. But it really didn't take away from my experience of the movie. So if I had to kind of give this movie a rating, I would say this is a solid 7 out of 10. I mean, there's a lot to like about Longlegs. There really is. And if you were going in to this blind, I believe that you will have an incredible experience. So, spoilers. Let's get into spoilers. So this movie has been marketed as a Silence of the Lambs modern day horror movie. It's not that. I'll tell you right now, it's not that. It's more to do with satanic cults. It's more to do with the devil, the nine circles of hell, and stuff like that. It's very it's shot like an incredible 90s serial killer movie, like Silence of the Lambs, Seven, stuff like that. But then it takes a kind of left turn. You think you know where this movie's going, but then it takes you in a completely different direction. And for some people, that could be quite jarring, especially where this movie ends up. It doesn't kind of explain everything. You come out the movie and you think to yourself, I don't completely understand that. And I believe that's on purpose. I believe that was done on purpose for you to kind of marinate it and kind of make up your own like conclusion. Um, it's an incredible experience. It really is. So yeah, would I recommend this movie? Absolutely. Yeah, if you're a horror fan, if you're a fan of like movies like Silence of the Lambs, Seven, Zodiac, stuff like that, you are going to have a blast with this. Like I said, this movie is not going to be for everyone, so just keep that in mind and try and not listen to what everybody's kind of talking about this movie. Kind of keep your expectations in check, and I believe you'll have a great experience. Well, that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this movie review. I hope you found it informative. Let me know in the comments below. Are you going to go out and see Longlegs? Have you seen it already? What do you think about it? Let me know. Remember, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all my future content so you know when I drop my videos. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. It really helps me get recognized on the platform and it helps with the YouTube algorithm. And that's it, guys. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you again very soon.